بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الذي خلقني فهو يهدين والذي هو يطعمني ويسقين وإذا مرضت فهو يشفين والذي يميتني ثم يحيين والذي أطمع أن يغفر لي خطيئتي يوم الدين.
So, Dr. Sam, can you please tell me a little bit about your story?
Okay, in short, one day I was coming back from lunch and that was in April 2006. And by chance, I felt, I was just taking off my abaya, my hand touched my right breast and I felt a lump. Being a doctor myself, I've started to notice that there is something, there is a mass in the breast. So I started to examine myself like a doctor. And I felt that there is a big mass around 4 or 5 centimeters. I put my hand under the arm because this is the way to examine the breast properly, and the lymph nodes, this is what we call lymph nodes, under the arm. And I felt that there is a big lump as well. In that second, I recognized most probably it's breast cancer. That was the first second of discovering that I have breast cancer. As a doctor, as a woman, and as a mother, the first thing that came to my mind was my kids. I have Abdullah, who was 13 years old at that time, and Isra, she was around 9 years old at that time. So, like every mother in the world, the first question which came to my mind, what will happen to my kids? So, or how would I tell them? Shall I tell them or not? I don't know, subhanAllah, and I always keep saying that this is the best thing ever happened in my life, that God gave me the strength to go and talk to Abdullah and Isra. I did not tell them the whole story or what I felt. All what I did is I talked to Abdullah and Isra and I told them, one of my friends, she lives in America, in the United States. She called me now and she said that she's diagnosed to have a disease called breast cancer. And she doesn't know what to do. Shall she talk to her children? Shall she keep this information from them? So that was the first thing. Then I started to every day started to give them a little bit of information until the diagnosis was confirmed. So they were in the picture from the beginning. Of course, after that I started the treatment like the cancer patient. I had chemotherapy, which is drugs that are taken in the vein, and I had operation. They removed part of the breast. This is what we call lumpectomy. And then I had radiation, radiotherapy. Alhamdulillah, I'm now called a survivor because if you live for 5 years, once you pass the first 5 years, medically speaking, you are called survivor. To me personally, every single day I consider myself, since the time of diagnosis, a survivor. It's نعمة كبيرة من Allah to pass that stage.
Did you get breast cancer in an early level?
Unfortunately, no. It was not very early, and it wasn't in advanced stage. We call it stage 2. Usually there are 4 stages. My diagnosis was at stage 2.
During your journey through breast cancer, did you find someone related to you that took care of you, and you never expected him to take care of you?
There was, of course, my family, but it was not that I did not expect. Um, I'm divorced and I have 2 kids. I did not expect that my kids, being 13 and 9 years old, they will take good care of me because of their age, but they did in a very, very fantastic way. I put them in the picture so that they managed to cope, and my uncle as well, who's like a father and friend for me, was a great support to me.
How did you feel when you first found out you had breast cancer? Were you surprised, and during your journey, how was your feelings?
This might sound strange, but I felt like it was a message of love from my God, and I put that in my book and my story and in my articles in the newspaper, that I felt like it is a message of love from God. People keep asking me, how come it's a message of love? I always say, being Muslim, we have faith that if it is punishment, that means that you will have it in the في الدنيا عقاب في الدنيا تخفيف للذنوب. So you will be, this is a way to get rid of your sin. And if it's Rahman Allah, there is a big reward at the end. So in both ways, for the Muslim, we have the reward after that. So it's a blessing, it's a message of love.
How many years did it take you to recover from breast cancer?
Well, now I was diagnosed in 2006. It's almost 7 years now. This April it will be 7 years since my diagnosis.
What would you tell ladies that have breast cancer?
First of all, to have faith in God and to understand that it's not a sentence of death like people think or used to think, because people could die from car accident. They could die for no reason, from no obvious reason. To have faith in what we call al-ajal, لكل أجل كتاب. And now the treatment of cancer in general and breast cancer in particular, there is a lot of recent medication that improve the survival. People could live 20 and 30 years with breast cancer and after breast cancer.
What is your message to ladies that don't have breast cancer?
Very good question. Right. The most important thing is to understand that they have to take good care of themselves. They have to follow the preventive measures, like we say, the tools which are available to detect the cancer early, because we know that if you are diagnosed or if it is detected very early, you could have a very good chance of getting cure from the disease, up to 95 or 98%. For the young age group, like from the 20s, we start from the age of 20, we ask the girls to do the breast self-examination. They examine themselves every month. From the age of 40, for the woman, even if they have nothing, no symptoms, the normal people, the normal regular woman, we ask them to do mammography, which is a kind of X-ray for the breast to see if there is any changes in the breast.
Give any advice for small kids who just know that their mother had breast cancer?
Right. First of all, for the kids, they should understand that not to get scared. They are not going to lose their mother just because they have breast cancer, because this is the way that we should teach our kids, that there is what we call ajal. The mother should explain it, we should explain it to the kids, and even the kids could support their mothers, show their love. And the most important thing is not to get scared from cancer, because cancer is like any other disease, like diabetes, diabetes, like high blood pressure. It's just a different disease. And kids can be a great source of support to their mothers.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and the questions are really great. You are great, really, Saja. Thank you so much.
اللهم لا تدع لنا ذنبا إلا غفرته ولا مريضا إلا شفيته ولا ضالا إلا هديته ولا حائرا إلا دللته ولا آيما إلا زوجته ولا ميتا إلا رحمته ولا حاجة من حوائج الدنيا والآخرة هي لك رضا ولنا فيها صلاح إلا أعنتنا على قضائها ويسرتها برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.